I tell you what, I put in the hard yards yesterday.
Right.
I drove about 3 hours away from home and I fished for probably 12 hours and didn't catch a single thing.
Andy Gollidge is about to head on tour to celebrate the release of his latest album, Young, Dumb and Wild. We caught up with Andy for a chat ahead of his gig at the Stag and Hunter on the 21st of June. Congratulations on this brand new album. Seriously, it was such a fun listen. And I think it's really funny that it's called Young, Dumb and Wild because it sounds really mature. So can you tell me a little bit about, what was going on in the background while all of these songs were being written?
Well, I guess it was like it started COVID, It was like the start of COVID. I just started seeing my partner. And, it's just kind of about navigating new life, new love. And then moving down, I moved to Wollongong, North Wollongong. So I live near the beach now. So it's kind of all about navigating that and kind of moving in a direction for a more healthy and positive lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah.
The Young, Dumb and Wild thing is a whole I guess the title track is kind of about holding on to like a little pieces of the good parts of being young, dumb, and wild, and using that to to keep your creative flame burning, and taking the pieces that you need, taking just enough to be a real boy, and then leave the rest,
Yeah.
where it's supposed to be.
Absolutely. Well, I think one of the best songs on the album that's pretty representative of that is Country Band, which to me has like the same energy as Shania Twain saying, "Let's go, girls." TBH, it's just like, poof.
Yeah, oh yeah. See, that's like the oldest song on the album. I wrote that around the same time as all the. I guess that song's almost 60 years old, but it just never. Yeah, it never really. I just never really used it, and it just one day we were just rehearsing for a gig or something, and I just thought, oh, we'll give it another go,
Wow.
And it just turned out to be the right time. Sometimes you have songs that just sit there, and they might set themselves free, or they might just stay sitting there.
Yeah.
And luckily enough, I was kind of super stoked with the lyric content and the story of the song because it's just super ridiculous. And and I love quoting other lyrics in songs, so I was like, I really needed it. I'm happy it's out.
Yeah. Very happy to hear it. It's a sick song. I also really love White Rabbit. Can you tell me a little bit about the production and why you chose to make it sound so different? Because it's a real standout.
Oh, cool. Yeah, well, I have written a lot of songs in a similar vein, because I love those kind of old, like 60s country, where somebody made an album and was like, let's make a country album, and the cover is him like dressed as a cowboy, and it's super ridiculous and theatrical, and there's like usually a movie involved with the album, and I was always loved those kind of styles of country songs, and I just wanted to keep it really, really traditional in the sense of, like a cowpoke, like Eddie Arnold's Cowpoke, or like a Roger Miller country song, or like King of the Road, or just something like that. It's kind of country world music. You don't really know where it's from. It's kind of has that, people have told me it's kind of calypso, but it's kind of like a Mexican cowboy song. I think I don't really know, but I just love that style of music, and I'm starting to add a few of those here and there.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Yeah, I definitely get a little bit of like mariachi from it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's the whole vibe. It's kind of a bit of everything. It's like when country music was like when it started to become really popular in the 60s, it's all that mishmash of so many different types of music and different types of genres,
Yeah.
which I'm all about.
Yeah.
And you can just have fun with the lyrics, you can paint really good imagery, and you don't need to have a chorus. It's just like a ditty.
It really is. It's so beautiful and so nostalgic too.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So you've got this major tour that's about to kick off on Friday, which includes a show here in Newcastle. Very excited.
Yep.
How are you feeling about the tour?
Yeah, I'm feeling really great about it. Yeah, I'm super excited. We've just kind of been in the studio rehearsing for it now. We've got rehearsal tonight and another rehearsal later on in the week, and yeah, it's sounding really cool. It's good to be like back in the saddle, so to speak, playing shows again, because it's just like it's you forget how great you feel. You know, it's the in between times that kind of eat away at my brain, and then when I'm playing music, it all kind of dissipates, which I'm looking forward to that happening.
Yeah, 100%. You actually have Ben Leeson, Maya Tokley. How did you pick them out for supports for Newey?
Since I've moved away from Sydney, I'm really out of the loop, so I usually just go on to artists that I know or have been alongside with and go, oh, this person seems to be supporting a lot of people. So I'm like, okay, I'll ask Maya, because she seems to be, you know, I try to find people to support who I notice are doing things, you know, and actively kind of heading in a direction towards making music as a career, because I never used to do that. So now when I see that, I'm like, oh, I will ask you.
Yeah.
You know, because I think it's important for people to kind of acknowledge that and then, you know, pass it on and kind of hopefully help people in certain ways, you know, like anyone chooses a support, I guess, for the same reasons. And Ben, I asked Ben, I sent him a message saying I needed an opener. Did he have any advice? And then he was like, yeah, this. And he's like, well, I mean, I'll do it. I was like, okay, great.
Perfect. I mean, it's an awesome fit. It's going to be sick.
Yeah, it's good. And I love Ben. You know, Ben and I have known each other since we were teenagers. So that's all. I love catching up with Ben.
Yeah, beautiful. This is a bit of a random one, but I'd love to know, what if, you know, there was a fly on the wall at your rehearsals? How do rehearsals normally go down?
Pretty lazy. We don't like to rehearse. We do like it, but we won't rehearse songs that we already know.
Yeah, fair.
You know, we'll just play new songs over and over again, you know, and then you know, that's as it starts. And then, you know, I guess tonight we'll probably just do a set list.
Cool.
And then go back to the songs that kind of stuck out. And then it's usually, you know, you do a 3-hour rehearsal, but I reckon we rehearse for maybe 2 hours of that.
Yeah. Nice.
You know, we sit and we talk, we get dinner, you know, make it as comfortable as possible. You know, when you're with a group of people who aren't, when none of us are session musicians, so you've got to make it as comfortable as possible. Otherwise, it becomes pretty laborious, and you'd rather, you know, you just want to be in the moment. So rehearsing can sometimes be a bit of a hassle, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I've never really looked at rehearsal as a fun thing. As I get older now, I'm enjoying it more, because I live here and I don't get to see those guys. So it's like our time to be friends, you know?
Yeah. All right. So look, enough music. I'd love to know, how's your fishing been going lately? What's been happening?
Oh, I tell you what, I put in the hard yards yesterday.
Right.
I went I drove about 3 hours away from home, and I fished for probably 12 hours and didn't catch a single thing.
No way. And you didn't give up?
I walked about 22 kilometers. But I saw so many platypus. It was awesome. So I would often stop and just watch a platypus swim around until he spotted me. They're pretty good. Platypus are onto you straight away. I guess it's all their magical powers.
Yeah.
You kind of, like, you can sneak up on them, but they're onto you within 300 meters of you seeing them. They're already know. But every now and then you can watch one for a while just swim and try to catch little critters and stuff. So that was really awesome. And I found a skull that I can't seem to identify. So I sent an email to the Australian Museum. So I'm looking forward to hearing.
Oh my gosh. You'll have to keep us in the loop.
I'll send you a photo of the skull, because everyone I've sent it to, nobody can seem to identify it. I'm sure it's a very normal animal, but I still can't seem to find the skull.
Yeah, to be identified.
Yes.
That's exciting. All right. Well, hopefully by the time you're here in Newey on the 21st of June at the Stag and Hunter Hotel, you'll be able to let us know what the skull is.
You'll know. Yeah. Very strange skull. Perhaps I'll put it on Instagram and ask for people's opinions
That
on what the
sounds
skull.
great.
It's like the size of a large dog. There's some really interesting teeth going in. Not a boar. It's not a boar. Anyway,
Yeah.
if any of my friends who have copped my my barrage of queries will laugh at that I'm talking about this right now.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Andy. Congratulations again on the new album, and can't wait to see you here in Newey.
Yeah, likewise.
Awesome.
Thank you.